Welcome back. I hope you've enjoyed that. That is an interesting question and an interesting answer to an interesting question. Before we took a break, we were talking to Olumide Solanke, who's is it Solanke?
Yeah, I mean, it's all right.
And who is a publisher for a magazine called 99 Mag magazine. And this is a great magazine because it's all about inspiring the Black community by profiling, I suppose, people uprising Black individuals in the magazine. And so you were talking that you're going to schools, and that's your next step, really.
Yeah,
to
definitely.
Try and go to schools
that's our next step, to try and get a lot of copies into schools. Not only that, not only just getting the copies into schools, we need to get into the schools and give speeches, talk to these young people.
Are you trying to get those people that you've profiled in your magazine to actually go to schools and talk to?
Definitely, we have a lot of things we're working on. I mean, hopefully we'll have a show as well where we can have these people we featured over to talk about what they've done, apart from people reading it, because we find that a lot of people now these days, we do a lot of things on the internet, and it's a fast-paced society now that people don't really have time to settle down to do things. So we'll be getting some of the people that we feature to go with us to give these speeches, and also we'll be having a lot of networking events where you actually get to meet some of the people we feature here, so that we invite these young people over. So there's so many things we're working on, so that it's not only that we're pushing a magazine out to them, we're actually doing a lot more in making them know that they have to see what's inside the magazine, and also they have to apply to their lives as well.
But I still feel that you should try and pursue W.H. Smith. You should try and pursue other larger stationery, because I find that in a way, we're not doing ourselves favors by just sticking to our only community. We need to reach out to the world. One of the reasons I like Ben TV is the fact, I suppose, it's building bridges. It's trying to reach places that people don't often tend to go to. So this is, I mean, I still think that would be...
well, definitely, that's what we're trying to do, because we've been in touch with a lot of the distributors, major distributors in saying and getting this magazine out there into more places, and we've not, like, we're relating to the factor probably because we're new and they're a bit skeptical about it, but now I think they're taking us serious, because some of them have actually, like, we're talking to them as we speak, and hopefully in the not too distant future you're going to see the magazine in a lot more places. It's not only like we're focusing on the Black community alone. We want everyone to see it, but in terms of taking it, applying it, and also a lot of Black people, like young people, want to, they want a successful person to identify with and to follow in their footsteps. But you find out that they look inwards first. They look more closer to home before, okay, who can I look
the community,
in the community, so that it doesn't look like, they might say, okay, in the mainstream, people have got lucky, they don't have any problem, they don't have the problems we have as a race. So,
I suppose it's not so much problem we have. I think it's more to do with the fact that maybe we don't know how to go about dealing with certain issues, and again, as you say, it's just a bit of role model, getting people to say there's a role model, and also changing our mindset, because some of the things we've had is people have come and says, look, you have to change your mindset. You're not what people say you are. You are who you are. You shouldn't. If people say you're bad, you're disadvantaged, straight away you start thinking that way. Well, we are not, because we've got talents, we've got great role models that people can look at and say, yes, I should be proud of.
Yeah, very right in that, and that's actually one of the reasons. That's one of the reasons we launched this magazine. We found that there's so much negativity out there in terms of media. And a lot of young people, what all they listen to, all they see is it's just so negative in what they see in the media. So what we're trying to do is that we want to do a publication where you can pick it up from the first page to the end of it. Is all positive. That's all you see in terms of the article, in terms of the people. So it's not just try to get some negativity out of people's mind. All this, I cannot do it, I can't achieve this. There's a glass ceiling, there's well, talk about institutional racism, we have a lot of names and all that, which we're not saying doesn't exist, but at the same time, people are making it, people are succeeding in the face of all obstacles, and that's what we're portraying to these people, that, hey, get up, Just don't relax and say, oh, the country is against me, the state is against me.
No, nobody's against you. I always think that we're always against ourselves. Just you have to get up, you have to do it, and you have to believe in yourself as well. And also, I can tell from the sound of what you're saying, you have the right people around you as well. That is so important. What kind of people, I mean, tell us who supports you generally, I mean, in terms of the business and keeping you sane.
Well, the home front here, I mean, we've got someone at home who has to help me with the home front, you know. So I've got big supporter there who believes in what we're trying to do as well. And most importantly, there's my partner in the business. He's a designer. He designed it from the cover to cover. His name is Wasim. He was meant to be here today. He's really, we met like over 2 years ago, and he's been really close to me. What we're doing, we're actually doing it together. And in the community as well, most people that I've seen, I've come across it. I've had phone calls from really top people in the community calling to say they came across it, or someone mentioned it to them, and that we have to meet up. They believe in what we're trying to do. So all these encouraging things from really top people, and it also ordinary people, it gives you the urge that you're doing something right. So that's what I believe, and a lot of them are like, I know magazine publishing is a tough business. I
know, when I saw that, oh my gosh, why magazine of all things, you know, you could have gone into radio, you could have done
even before we started, people like said, oh, why are you going into that, it's so tough. But everything is tough. Every business is tough.
I shouldn't say tough because I'm an inspirational person. I shouldn't say tough.
Exactly. So it's a passion. If you've got passion for it, if you believe in what you're trying to do, what you're trying to achieve, you believe in the quality of the work you're going to push out, then you just go for it. Because we have to practice what we preach. If what I'm doing with the magazine is to preach to people that, it can be difficult, but go out and do it. And I'm not doing it myself because I feel it's difficult, then why am I doing it? So that's why we're doing it. Even we launched at the height of the recession. That's when we launched, and people were like, "Are you crazy?" You know, when they came for the launch.
But it's a good time to start business.
We're still here today. You know, a lot of people thought after the first issue that would be it, but we're here.
And you've got more coming up.
And we've got more, definitely. And
is this monthly or weekly?
It's every 2 months, bi-monthly actually.
Bi-monthly.
But we hope in the future we'll be able to go monthly.
Oh well, that would be great. But what's your background though? Because
it's quite funny because I'm a solicitor. I'm still a solicitor.
So you juggle this really?
Yeah, I do, which is really tough. But that's what it's all about. The ability to combine things and actually succeed in both. It's what sets people apart, and you know, we're willing to give it what it takes because we believe so much in what we're trying to do. And so that's my background. And
so one day you woke up and you says, I'm going to have a magazine. Is that how it started?
It's not one day, because if it was, that would be dangerous if I just woke up one day, have a brainwave and say, I'm going to start a magazine. That would be the danger in it. This is not by accident. It's been with me for as long as I can remember. That I would like to have a magazine. I would like to start a magazine. And really this idea, this whole subject area has been in my head for 4 years. But I didn't do anything about it for 2 years. It was just in my head. It was just an idea. Okay, I'll do it this way. I'd like you to live this way. But 2 years ago, I sat down and I said, okay, put pen to paper, just start writing. And 2 years from now, we're here, and then it's a reality. So that's why I encourage other people to do as well. Don't just say, I want to do it, I want to do it.
How do you juggle your work as a solicitor and the magazine? You just, okay, I'm going to put 1 day for the magazine, 6 days for my work.
No, really, I go to work. I give the time I have to give to my work. And then I commit a lot of my evenings and my weekends to the magazine. You know, and you know, it's tough because you have to, a lot of people don't understand why you're not communicating with them. You know, I'm not very good at communicating with people even before this, so I'm really totally bad now because people like I haven't spoken to in like 5 months, a year, and like they don't know, but I just apologize to everyone because really this is what I've got to do. So I've got really no time. I work in the evenings. I don't go to bed until like late. Wake up early, go to work, and you know, because you don't want anything to suffer. You know, you don't want your work to suffer, and you really have passion for this as well. So you balance it. It's difficult, but
and you have kids as well.
Got kids, yeah.
Oh gosh. When do you sleep?
Well, I try to. I try to, but in good time the rest will come. You know, but we've got to do what we've got to do. And,
what have you learned along the way? I mean, because this is an inspirational show. We want to inspire people to say, listen, yes, this gentleman, he's set up his own business. He's got a full-time job. He's got a family to support. He's also started this business as well. What would you say you've learned along this last 6 months or last few months of starting the magazine that you can inspire our audience with?
I feel generally in this community, because I keep going on about the community, because it's a community I understand and all that, we need to support each other more.
Okay.
We need to actually come together and do things. We need to stop seeing each other as competition. We need to start you know, looking at each other like, okay, when I've made it, when I'm successful, then I don't care about the other people. I'm just going to be on my own. Because a few people we've approached, even to feature them, found out that they don't want to be part of it. I don't know, for whatever reason, you know, some are private people, which we definitely understand. But we don't have the kind of support we thought we're going to get, you know. But so everyone else has supported us as well. I mean, you supporting us, a lot of people, other people are supporting us, and which we really appreciate. What we've learned again is that what we're preaching to people, we're learning from it as well.
Okay. The
ability to actually get up and say, okay, I don't want to sleep that 1 hour. No, I need to get up. I need to do this. You know, just that extra mile, just extra push in the right direction to make sure you get to. We're not just preaching; we're doing it, because we're all pushing. You know, so that's what we're encouraging everyone to do. You just have to push and believe in what you want to do.
That we'll leave it that way, you know, because we are running out of time. Or we run out of time, I should say. Olumide, thank you very much for being on the Rhoda Wilson show. It's been a pleasure having you here.
Thank you for having us as well.
So thank you very much indeed. This is me, Rhoda Wilson, saying I hope you've enjoyed the conversation or discussion I've had here with Olumide, the publisher and one of the founders of the 99 magazine. You can find out more about the magazine by going to his website, which will appear on the on the screen shortly. So this is me, Rhoda Wilson, saying thank you very, very much indeed for watching my show. Until next week when I have another interesting guest, goodbye.